What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another break on this Wednesday evening. Right now, I've got 2024 Panini Select Football 6-box half case number 1. Pick your team. Going to go ahead and get this shared over to the group, get everybody tagged, and we will go ahead and get started. Charles having a hard time tagging. If you go buy something else on Facebook, let me know, and I'll get that tag added for you. We will try our best. We will try our best. Almost got all the tags in here. Just a couple more names. Yeah, of course. Always. All right. All the tags have been put in. I'm going to go ahead and crack open this case, get our 6 boxes out. We will go ahead and get started. Get this case moved out of the way. Looking for 2 autos and 1 memorabilia card per box. Five cards per pack, 12 packs per box as well. All right. Dang, that's sick. CJ Color Blast, you can't go wrong with that. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Hoping to see those XRCs. Obviously, some big autos. Hoping for lots of big hits. Empty box number 1 there. And here we go. Got a nice Brock Purdy here for the 49ers. That one going to be 71 out of 75. Nice one there. That one going over to Steven. There you go, Steven. Congrats on that one. Antonio Gibson there. Case I'm sure everybody has seen, but we do have the other half of this case up on the website as well, in case anybody is interested in grabbing another spot. We got our first auto here. Got a Joe Milton III for the New England Patriots. 132 out of 149. Nice little almost color match there. That one going over to Kevin. There you go, Kevin. Congrats on that one. Nice Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And we have a TJ Watt here for the Steelers. That one going to be 109 out of 149. Love the look of that one there. Select is always one of my favorite projects. Nice Xavier Worthy rookie there. And we have a Jamari Thrash patch auto here for the Cleveland Browns. Nice gold ink there. That one going to be 175 out of 199. Nice one there for the Browns. Going over to BT. There you go, Brian. Congrats on that one. Nice Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. there. And a Bo Nix Neon Icons. Really nice one there for the Denver Broncos. Love to see that. And we've got our memorabilia here, Ladd McConkey for the Chargers. That one going to be 20 out of 149. That one going over to Andrew. There you go, Andrew. Congrats on that one. And we have a Fred Warner here for the 49ers. That one going to be 8 out of 49. That one, once again, going over to Steven. Congrats on that one, Steven. And a couple really nice low-numbered parallels. Nice Puka there. Baker Mayfield. Four more packs here out of box number 1. Got a Fred Taylor here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That one going to be 291 out of 299. Nice JJ McCarthy there on the Neon Icons for the Vikings. And we've got another auto here, Jonathan Vilma for the New York Jets. Nice one there. Love the intricacy of that signature. That one going over to Alex. There you go, Alex. Congrats on that one. Going to be 122 out of 399. Curtis Samuel there. Then we got Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. That one going to be 27 out of 249. And we finish off with a nice Jaden Daniels going over to the Commanders on the field level. Congrats on that one. All right, let me get these base moved over. We'll hop into box number 2. Empty box number 2 there. And our first auto going to be Chase Brown for the Bengals. That one going to be 44 out of 49. Nice one there for Cincinnati. That one going over to Steven Jackson. There you go, Steven. Congrats on that one. Got a nice A.J. Brown here for the Eagles. And that one is going to be 2 of 5. How about that? Nice one there. Congrats on that. Going to get that one magged up. That one going over to Dylan. There you go, Dylan. What's up, Emmett? There we go. A.J. Brown, 2 of 5 for the Eagles. Got a snapshot Trevor Lawrence there. And a Cade Stover on the auto for the Texans. That one going to be 21 of 35. Nice one there. Going over to Roberta. There you go, Roberta. Congrats on that one. And then we've got a Jaden Daniels here for the Commanders. Nice. Michael Penix Jr. there. And we've got a dual patch here. It's going to be multiverse Steve Young for the Buccaneers and 49ers. That's going to be 43 out of 75. Nice one there. That one will get randomed at the end of the break between those two teams. Got Xavier Worthy there. And a Levant David here for the Buccaneers. That one going to be 119 out of 249. Oh, okay, perfect. Even better. I was like, that's a new customer. Got another Jaden Daniels here on the field level. That is one in back-to-back boxes. Got a Nakobe Dean there for the Eagles. Brock Bowers on the Neon Icons. And Malik Neighbors for the Giants. Nice CJ Stroud there for the Texans. Another Bo Nix for the Denver Broncos. Nice one there again for Denver. Mari Cooper there. And Andy Reid. Always love when they include the coaches. Got a nice Cole Kmet here for the Bears. That one going to be 11 out of 49. That one going over to Richie. There you go, Richie. Congrats on that one. And we got Marvin Harrison Jr. there. Got a nice Patrick Mahomes there. Drake May for the Patriots. Nice Drake May there for the Patriots and BT for the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, 2 packs left, then we hop into box number 3. Nice Jahan Dotson there. And Keon Coleman for the Bills. That one going to be 10 out of 15. How about that? Nice one there for the Bills. That one going over to Jason. There you go, Jason. Congrats on that one. I don't know about that one, Emmett. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of the mustache at this point. I'm definitely going to shave my face. Look a little bit more presentable, but I don't know if I want to get rid of the mustache. It's too much work. Because then if I want to grow it back, I end up looking like a child going through puberty for like 3 weeks. I don't know if that's worth it. Another nice Drake May there for the Patriots. Got Phillip Rivers here for the Chargers. That one going to be 106 out of 175. Then J.J. McCarthy. Maybe if enough people tell me I should shave my mustache, I will. But the last 2 times I've said in breaks I was going to shave my mustache, everybody told me not to. All right, let me get these basement over. We'll hop into box number 3. Empty box number 3 there. All right. I won't then. We will stick with the mustache, gang. That's all I needed to hear. Put a lightning bolt in it? I think that would be even worse. Welcome back, Rick. Happy you came back and hopped in to hang out. TJ Hawkinson here for the Vikings. That one's going to be 57 out of 175. We got another Jaden Daniels here. Jaden Daniels showing up strong so far in the break. That would be cool. I don't know if I've ever heard the St. Louis Blues goal horn. Nice Marquise Brown for the Chiefs and a Jalen Waddle on the snapshots there. I'm trying to decide if I should get a haircut before I propose or not, but I've only got a couple days, so I don't know if I'm going to have time. Nice Brock Bowers there. Malik Neighbors. And we've got an auto here. Tommy Townsend for the Houston Texans. That one going to be 71 out of 75. There you go, Travis. Another Texans auto for you. Maybe it means we're getting closer and closer to a big CJ card. Oh, okay, that's cool, Rick. Got a nice Marquise Brown on the red here. Almost a color match for the Chiefs. That one going to be 23 out of 99. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well as well. Okay, Brian, I will. We have not seen any XRCs yet. Fill for a little so I can get a haircut. Borrow the mustache. You can borrow the mustache. We'll find you a way to get a fake one. Got a nice Joe Burrow there. I think you already hit an auto, Brian. I know you hit something because I remember calling out your name earlier. Nice. Josh Allen for the Bills. And we got an Aaron Rodgers here for the Jets. That one will be 31 out of 99. Interested to see where Aaron Rodgers ends up. It seems like it's still very much in the air. Yeah, it was. No worries, Brian. If you hit something big, I will. If you hit that XRC, I will message you. Yeah, it was a gold patch auto, I believe. Gold ink, not gold. The parallel. Word? I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. I normally go to a place, nice JJ McCarthy there. I go to a place on Palmer Park. It's not in the greatest part of town, but my man Panama hooks it up. He's a great barber. Nice Josh Dobbs there. And A.J. Terrell here for the Falcons. That one's going to be 5 out of 35. That one going over to Travis. There you go, Travis. Nice one there. Nothing massive for the Chargers yet, but we're closing out on the end of box 3, so still plenty of time. Nice, Champ Bailey. And Nico Collins, another one for the Texans. That one going to be 4 out of 35. Texans showing up so far in the break. I love the white cards. They might be they might be one of my favorites. Like, I might like them more than some of the lower numbered parallels just because of how sleek they look. It gives off kind of Stormtrooper vibes. Nice Brock Bowers there. And we have a patch auto for the Vikings of Jalen Naylor. Really nice jumbo patch there. That one would be 51 out of 99. That one going over to Charles. There you go, Charles. Congrats on that one. Hopefully it keeps up for you. I know you're looking for that CJ. JC Latham there. We got Earl Campbell for the Oilers, which will go to the Titans. That one going to be 146 out of 299. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into box number 4. Crack open another box of top loaders here before we hop on in. Empty box number 4 there. Nice Jared Goff there. Nice Caleb Williams for the Bears. Probably the Lobsters. I feel like seals are scarier. Nice Chase Brown there for the Bengals. Got a Phillip Rivers for the Chargers. That one going to be 132 out of 249. I've played the South Park game and fought crab people, so fighting lobster people can't be that much different. Nice Puka Nakua there. And we've got a Jaden Daniels out of 35 for the Washington Commanders. Going over to Pete. There you go, Pete. Congrats on that one. Gonna get that one magged up for you. Absolute killer card there. Really gorgeous looking. There we go. Congrats on that one. Absolute banger there. Just heating up. That's Kareem Hunt there. And Michael Penix Jr. Nice Caleb Williams there. We got another Fred Taylor for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 93 out of 299. Got our next auto here, going to be Zach Charbonnet for the Seattle Seahawks. That one going to be a 59 out of 399, once again for the Seahawks. Nice one there. That auto going over to Russell. There you go, Russell. Congrats on that one. Then we got an Audric Estime rookie auto here for the Denver Broncos. That one going over to Dane. There you go, Dane. Nice auto coming your way. 292 out of 399. Creed Humphreys there. And a Bo Nix for the Denver Broncos. Got our patch here, going to be Jonathan Brooks for the Carolina Panthers. 131 out of 149. Got Evan McPherson there. And a Michael Penix Jr. on the purple. That one's going to be 16 out of 75. Nice one there for the Falcons. Last pack here, then we hop into our second to last box. Got a Devonta Adams there. And a Marvin Mims for the Denver Broncos. That one's going to be 3 out of 99. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into our second to last box. Empty box there. And we've got a Jake Bates here for the Detroit Lions on the rookie patch auto, 35 out of 75. Nice one there for the Lions. That one going over to Brandon. There you go, Brandon. Congrats on that one. Always love to see the Broncos killing it. Nice Ahmad Sauce Gardner there. Then Kareem Hunt for the Chiefs. That one's going to be 14 out of 249. Nice JJ there. And we have a Latu auto here for the Colts. That one going to be 146 out of 149. Going over to Matthew. There you go, Matthew. Congrats on that one. And we've got a nice patch right behind that. We've got a Ricky Pearsall rookie relic there for the San Francisco 49ers on the tie-dye. Be 12 out of 25 going over to Steven. There you go, Steven. Congrats on that one. That is gorgeous. I love the tie-dye this year. It's a little bit more subtle, but in the best way. That's the one thing with Topps getting the WWE license, even though I'm very happy with what they've been doing. I'm going to miss WWE Select. WWE Select was always one of my favorite products of the year. I agree. I think Ricky's going to be a stud. I always have so much respect for him for what he went through as well. Had to hesitate there because we've got a zebra. T.J. Watt for the Pittsburgh Steelers. How about that? Going to get that one magged up. That one going over to Matthew. There you go, Matthew. Congrats on that one. There we go. Going over to the Steelers with the zebra. Congrats on that. We got Levante David here for the Buccaneers. That one going to be 107 out of 299. You don't want Danger Russ? I loved when Russell Wilson was in Denver, but not for his playing ability. I just loved the memes that came out of it. Nice Lad McConkey there. And another J.J. McCarthy. Got a nice Champ Bailey for the Denver Broncos. 4/5. How about that? Going over to Dane. There you go, Dane. Broncos country, let's ride. Exactly. I used to say that anytime I would leave somewhere. All right. And our last mag sticker here as well. Nice one there again for the Broncos. Congrats on that. Nice Chase Brown there. And we've got a DeMarcus Ware here for the Dallas Cowboys. 9/10. Gonna go ahead and get that one magged up as well. We'll show this Raiders card right behind that. Like I said, I apologize. Just ran out of mag stickers, so I don't have a sticker on top of this one. But we will still get it magged up. Absolutely killer. That one going over to Charles. There you go, Charles. Congrats on that one. Nice one there. We are heating up, having some killer luck. Hopefully that means our last box is going to be stellar. Nice Jaden Daniels again there. All right, last pack. Then we hop into our last box. Got a nice Brock Purdy there for the 49ers. 103/249. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into our last box here. Got to stand up to get it since it's hidden behind all of our mags here. Cut the lid there. Decided to just come right off. Empty box there. Nice Malik Neighbors there. And we got a Justin Herbert here for the Chargers. That one would be 4/35. And we got a nice patch auto here for the Philadelphia Eagles going over to Dylan. Going to be Nolan Smith, 170 out of 199. Congrats on that one. Nice Cooper Rush there for the Cowboys. Another Bo Nix. Another nice Jaden Daniels there. A nice Amari Cooper here for the Bills. That one going to be 93 out of 149. Crack open another box of top loaders here. Got another hit for the 49ers here. This is going to be Isaac Garando, patch auto. Out of 199, 62 out of 199 to be exact. That one going over to Steven. There you go, Steven. Congrats on that one. Nice Andrew Van Ginkel there. And Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers. That one's going to be 107 out of 175. Caleb Williams there. Nice Bo Nix there. Nice Brian Thomas Jr. there for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jake Ferguson there. And A.J. Brown for the Eagles. You can start a rainbow. You got that out of 5. Now you got out of 249. 237 out of 249 to be exact. And last pack. Good luck, everybody. Got another dual patch here between the 49ers and Cowboys. That one going to be 136 out of 149. Interesting that 49ers are on both of the dual patches we got. Just like the other one, this one will be randomed right at the beginning of our recap. So momentarily here. Got Cameron Dicker. Dicker the kicker there for the Chargers. 8 out of 99. Finish us off. All right, let me get these base moved over, get some of the top-loaded, higher number stuff moved over, and we will hop into our recap. All right, let me get these set up here. All right, we're going to do our two randoms first. First up, we got Charles Haley, 49ers and Cowboys, out of 149. Yeah, of course. Thanks for hopping on, Travis. I will see you in NT Baseball. All right, give me just a second here. Let me get this popped up. All right, we got our first random here. Charles Haley, 49ers and Cowboys. Going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Name on top will get that card. Got a 4, so we're good there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one going over to the 49ers. Congrats on that one. Going over to the 49ers. Let me get that verification code posted in our chat real quick. All right, and then we got another dual random here. This one going to be Steve Young between the 49ers and Buccaneers. Now it's going to be out of 75. All right, here we go. Same thing. Roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 2, so we got to roll again. Got a 6, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That one going over to the Buccaneers. Congrats on that one. All right, we got that one out of 75 going over to the Buccaneers. We'll start the rest of our recap. Got the Dicker the kicker here for the Chargers out of 99. Got the Isaac Garando rookie patch auto there for the 49ers out of 199. Nolan Smith patch auto there for the Eagles out of 199. Justin Herbert out of 35 for the Chargers. Ricky Pearsall on the rookie patch for the 49ers out of 25. Latu there for the Colts out of 149. Jake Bates on the rookie patch auto for the Detroit Lions out of 75. Marvin Mims for the Denver Broncos out of 99. Michael Penix Jr. out of 75 for the Atlanta Falcons. Jonathan Brooks patch there for the Panthers out of 149. Audric Estime rookie auto there out of 399 for the Denver Broncos. Zach Charbonnet for the Seattle Seahawks out of 399. Got a Jalen Naylor patch for the Vikings there, patch auto out of 99. Nico Collins out of 35 for the Texans. AJ Terrell out of 35 for the Falcons. Got Aaron Rodgers here for the Jets out of 99. Carson Steele there for the Chiefs. Marquise Brown there out of 99 for the Chiefs as well. Tommy Townsend there for the Houston Texans on the auto out of 75. Keon Coleman out of 15 for the Bills there. Got the Cole Kmet for the Bears out of 49. Cade Stover on the auto for the Texans out of 35. Chase Brown for the Bengals on the auto out of 49. Jonathan Vilma there for the Jets on the auto out of 399. Fred Warner there for the 49ers out of 49. Ladd McConkey patch there for the Chargers out of 149. Jamari Thrash rookie patch auto there for the Browns out of 199. Joe Milton III there for the New England Patriots out of 149. And Brock Purdy for the 49ers out of 75. Then we have our mags here. Got the Jaden Daniels on the white out of 35 for the Washington Commanders. TJ Watt on the zebra there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. AJ Brown on the green there for the Philadelphia Eagles, 2 out of 5. DeMarcus Ware there for the Cowboys out of 10, 9 out of 10 to be exact. And we finish off with Champ Bailey, 4 out of 5 for the Denver Broncos. All right, that's going to do it for this break. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on with me. Hope you have a wonderful evening. We'll see you in the next one.